Hi everyone, so today I've just filmed this quick 15-minute makeup tutorial for everyday makeup. This would be great for wearing to work or just if you wanted to put a bit of makeup on but you don't want to spend too much time doing it. It's still really full coverage and it will last you all day, and all the products that I've used are also really affordable. So keep watching if you want to see how I created this look. So the first thing that I'm going in with is the L'Oreal Hydra Genius Moisturiser, and I'm just applying this all over my face using my fingers. I personally prefer a moisturiser over a primer just because I feel like it makes your skin more hydrated before you apply your foundation, and this one is a really good one. Now I'm just using the Revolution Pore Blur Primer and just applying this to areas where I do have large pores. So now I'm just going in with my foundation. So for this look, I've used the Maybelline Fit Me Matte and Poreless Foundation in the shade 220. This foundation is amazing for an everyday look because, especially if you're oily, because it's really matte. So I personally find that I don't really need to powder as often throughout the day when I use this foundation, and also it's still really good coverage. So you should try this if you do have quite oily skin. I'm just using my fluffy foundation brush. I will find out the name of this. I think it's Jealousy. And I'm just applying the foundation using the brush, and then I'm going in with a damp beauty blender just to make sure it's all melted into the skin and that it's all blended in. So you also want to make sure that you're always taking your foundation down your neck as well, just to avoid any harsh lines. For concealer today, I'm using the Revolution concealer in the shade 10.2. I'm just applying this under my eyes, on my nose, my forehead and my chin. For this look, I used the L'Oreal Infallible concealer as well in the shade Cashew, and just applied this under my eyes just to give a brighter under eye. You don't need to do this, but I just personally prefer that. Once I've applied all the concealer, I'm just going in with my beauty blender and I'm just blending all of that into my face. So I'm now just going in with the Revolution foundation stick in the shade 13. You don't need to cream contour, but I personally find that bronzers sit better on top of my foundation once I've contoured. So I'm just applying this to my cheekbones, down the sides of my nose, my forehead and on my jawline, and I'm just blending this out as normal with the beauty blender to make sure it's all blended in. So just keep blending until basically you can't see any harsh lines. If you need to go back in with your foundation brush and just pat over the top, then do that just to make sure that you don't have any kind of muddy bits on your face. Make sure when you get to your cheek contour as well that you're always blending upwards towards the tail of your eyebrow. This will just create a more lifted appearance to your face. Next thing that I'm going in with is the Revolution Peach Baking Powder. I'm just applying this with my beauty blender under my eyes and on my chin just to bake those areas. Once I've done that, I'll just go back in with the beauty blender and basically pat all of the powder into the skin. Now, I literally just got this powder. This was my first time using it and I'm literally obsessed with it. It makes your under eyes so bright and so smooth. So as I said earlier, I have quite large pores, but when I use this powder, you literally could not see the pores. So this is amazing, and it's literally £5. So I'm now just applying a tiny little bit more of the powder just to my T-zone, and now I'm giving you a close-up of how it looks. So to set the rest of my face, I'm just using the Maybelline Fit Me powder in the shade 220. I'm just using a brush to pat this all over my face. Now I'm going in with the Revolution Mega Bronzer in the shade Warm, I think it is. And I'm just applying this everywhere that we've done the cream contour. So the brush that I'm using for this is from Skinny Dip. It's one of the large powder brushes. I love this for basically all of my powders. And I just make sure when I'm doing bronzer that I'm patting into the skin, not swiping. Next, I'm just going in with the L'Oreal True Match Powder Foundation in the shade 10W just to darken that up. So I'm now going in with the Revolution Blush Palette, and I'm just using two of the lightest shades and just patting this on to the apples of my cheeks. So I'm going in with highlighter now. The one that I'm using is from Doll Beauty and it's the Shine Bright one. I'm just applying this to my nose, my cheekbones, Cupid's bow, and I also add a little bit to my chin and just above my eyebrow. So I'm now just going in with the same highlighter just on a little pencil brush and applying it to the inner corners of my eyes. This just really opens your eyes up and makes you look more awake, which is perfect for an everyday makeup. For my lips, I'm using the Primark lip liner in the shade Toast, and I'm literally just lining my lips with that and slightly filling them in. I'm then going to be using the lipstick from New Look. It's in the shade Dusty Rose. So I'm just applying this all over my lips. It's just a really nice kind of pinky, nudie colour. The gloss that I'm using is by Peaches and Cream, and it's in the shade Bambi. This is one of my favourite glosses. It's not sticky and it's just such a nice colour. So because I'm not applying any false lashes today, I'm just lining my top waterline with a brown liner. This is just one from Ailey Girl and it's just in the shade brown. This is just really good for before you apply mascara, and it just opens your eye a little bit more. Now I'm just using my Morphe blending brush and the L'Oreal bronzer that I used earlier. I'm literally just running this through my crease just to open my eyes slightly. I always like to have something on my eyes, so this is a step that I would always do for an everyday makeup. For brows, I'm just using the Collection brow gel in the shade Soft Brown, and I'm literally just brushing this through my eyebrows. I don't really like a defined brow look on myself, so I just prefer to keep them quite fluffy. I really just use this to give them a little bit of colour. Now I'm just taking a little pencil brush and I'm just applying the L'Oreal bronzer underneath my bottom lash line. This is again something that I would always do for an everyday makeup look. For mascara, I'm just going in with the Maybelline Lash Sensational Mascara, and I'm just applying this to my lashes and also to my bottom lashes. Now, I do need to use quite a lot of this, and I do apologise because my lashes are non-existent, so it probably won't even look like I've put any on, but hopefully yous will all have better eyelashes than me. To set all that, I'm just using the Revolution Glow Spray and just spraying this all over. So this is the finished look. Please all let me know what you think, and also let me know what video you want to see next.